to the yeah. You know who it is. It's Jerry. And Jerry is at the movies. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Do what you have to do to blow this channel up. And as usual, you know this episode is brought to you in part by Grumpy Bear Beats. Grumpy Bear Beats on B Stars. Grumpy Bear 1974. I got the tracks. If you're a singer, if you're a songwriter, if you're a rapper, let's get it popping. Get a beat on me. I'm trying to get these things sold. You know what I'm saying? It's hard work, but I know that y'all are gonna love all of the content that I got, the beats that I got. Let's get it rolling, and I hope to see more on other people's pages saying, yeah, that's Jerry. That's Jerry at the movies. That's Grumpy Bear. Get it popping for me. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them where you got it from. Yours truly, Grumpy Bear 1974. And yo, okay, so we're gonna talk a little serious today. I don't know if we could use that word, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just noticing people not even using the word, but I don't know what's going on, man. A lot of people are dying, man. And not just typical, not just regular people. Like a lot of influencers are passing away. You know what I mean? Like, and not just off natural causes. They're young. They're in the middle of their careers. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm not. I mean, I guess you could consider me a content creator now. You know what I mean? I guess I can be part of that community now. My stuff is not up there with the elite. Now, I would hope that it would be in the future. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm always in this gray area where, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing this because I got things to talk about, man. You know what I mean? And I kind of I understand the pain. I do. I really, really do. If anybody knows me, you know what I mean? You know, mom's gone, grandma's gone. You know, I'm single. At my age, I don't have no kids at my age. So it's a lonely road. It's a lonely road. It is a very, very lonely road. So, you know, the need to want to check out. You know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna be honest, it might cross my mind for a second. And thank God it's only a second. You know what I mean? Thank God that I don't think about it a lot. I don't think about it a lot, but I do think about it. You know what I mean? And I don't need that type of help. But if you have caught yourself like thinking about it all day long, I think you need some help, man. I think you need some professional counseling. Some, you know, I think you need some friends. I think you need to talk to someone and just say, yeah, man, I just been thinking that, I just been thinking a lot that I don't really want to be here, and that, you know, that life would, like if you, you know what I'm saying, like, you're wrong, first of all. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say that, you know, in a disrespectful, condescending way. You're wrong when you say that. You're wrong. Because life moves on with or without you. Like this world keeps spinning. You do that to yourself. You know, you make a, you know what I'm saying? You make a problem that you can't take back. You make a decision rather that you can't take back. You know what I mean? And the world keeps spinning without you. You didn't even give yourself a chance for things to get better in your life. You know what I mean? Like you didn't like first of all, you were somewhere where a lot like this guy Lamar. I didn't know this guy a lot. I didn't know this guy a whole lot. But this guy had 3 million followers. There's a lot of people that thought he was funny. Like I saw him, I thought he was like pretty silly. You know what I mean? I wouldn't pretty too much think he was funny like that, where I'm giggling and laugh at him. But yo, 3 million people thought that this guy was funny enough and worthy enough to get a follow. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like people watched him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long he been doing. Most likely he been doing it. He been doing it a long time to get you. Look, you don't get 3 million overnight. You don't get 3 million overnight. You gotta do a lot of grinding to do those type of numbers. This guy had more followers than Tyrone. You know what I mean? This guy got 3 million. You know, and just decide. I talked to a friend of mine, and this is what we said. Somebody's not in their life that they might have wanted in that. That's why you just gotta be careful of your thoughts, man. If I thought about my mom all the time, I wouldn't even make videos. If I thought about my grandmother all the time, I wouldn't do videos. I just wouldn't have the energy. You know what I mean? I think about them periodically now. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while now, you know, kind of like right now, it's the holidays. Yeah, it kind of stings. You know what I mean? I just went through something very, very personal with someone where I had to walk away from them. It hurts, man. It hurts, but hurting to the point of wanting to take yourself out of here. I just don't understand it. I do understand it, but at the same time, I don't. It's like, don't make yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And to be like, yeah, you know, like, if I'm not here, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm not here. You know, that's just not what you want to do. You know what I mean? Please talk to someone. Listen, you can inbox me. I've been through a hell of a lot in this world. And the one thing that I know is that I can talk to somebody, man. I can talk to somebody. Because I've been through enough where I can tell, okay, wow, well, like, what did you do to get yourself out this pit? To be honest, I'm still in the pit. I'm still in the pit, man. I walk around with this pain, man. I carry it, but maybe another thing, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't, you know, solidify myself as a coward, but that's just something that I would be terrified of doing. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I would be terrified of doing that. You know what I mean? But if you are that brave, if you are that brave to off yourself, you're that brave to get out of it. You know what I mean? You're that brave to get out of it. You got to think of it in that manner. If you are that brave to take a knife and put it in your jugular, then you know what? You are braver than most. You are braver than most. That you go off yourself. I ain't afraid of death. You're not afraid of death. Then life should not deter you. And you should not be afraid of life. If you're not afraid of death, you know what I mean? If you're not afraid of what's on the other side of this, like because look, you're going to go through life, you're going to lose people. You're going to lose people to death, to misunderstandings. People that you love the most, you're going to lose them. You know what I mean? And loneliness is part of the game. You gotta understand that this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. But there is triumph if you were able to get money and influence, and maybe that is maybe it's just the stresses of the world. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't act like, oh, this is just it's not a big deal. Oh, you got influences. Oh, you got followers. What do you offer yourself for? I know it's a big, big, major responsibility. You try to keep yourself up, and maybe you just tired. Because I'm tired. I'm tired. You know what I mean? I'm tired. I'm tired of making these freaking videos and nobody's watching them. I'm tired of making music and nobody's listening to it. It stings on I guess it stings on both sides. It stings when nobody's listening to you, and it stings when too many people are listening to you because you're trying to keep it up. You know what I mean? So you gotta cut yourself some slack, man. Cut yourself and listen. You know what I mean? Look, Satan whispers to us all. And stop listening to the whispers, because the whispers sound a lot like you. That's the trick, is that Satan be wanting to make you think, oh yeah, it's you talking to you, when it's really him. You know what I mean? Because that's what Satan wants to do. He's not some dude with a pitchfork jumping out of your closet to say, oh yeah, people don't want you here. And if you off yourself, it don't matter because life goes on and people ain't going to care about you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Stop listening to those whispering devils, and trust me, a lot of people will be brokenhearted to find out that not only are you gone, but that you did that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to your loved ones. Because then we have to carry that. There's a lot of people that did that I know. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We still talk about it. That the guy was full of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know life gets to it. Listen, I'm still battling stuff from childhood, man. Like, and that feels terrible. Like, you just like, oh God, like when am I ever gonna get over that? You know what I mean? Like, you start feeling like, you never grew up, you never got better, you never, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot, and it's not just you. It's like, everybody got their vices, everybody's going through stuff. Don't allow them voices to get too loud. You know what I mean? Get up, get active, do something. Keep on doing videos. Keep on doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? Because listen, we only get one shot at this life. We have to make it count, man. You know what I mean? We don't know what's on the other side of this. Maybe nothing. If you ever thought that, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing else on the other side of this. When you're gone, you're gone. If you thought of it that way, then look, you would not waste one moment. You would not waste one moment of this life, man. You tell people you love them and look, even if they don't love you back, you said it. Because one day in the future, they might think, dag, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said nobody loved me, but that person surely did. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not for right now. Maybe for later on when they think, wow, that person really, really loved me. You know what I mean? So you just don't know. You don't know. And you may never get confirmation of how important you are. All right, I'm going off on a rant here. But just look, if you got that type of, look, you can talk to me. Put it in the comments. Let's talk together. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, that S word. You know what I mean? The S word. We're just going to call it the S word. The S word. Forget the S word. Let's live. Whatever life you got, man. Get yourself a bologna and cheese sandwich. You know what I mean? If that's all you got, I got noodles. Let's just get noodles, man, and have a great time. no matter what your life is, let's live this together. You know what I mean? And forget all of this trying to go to the other side. Because there may not be nothing over there. You know what I mean? This might be the only life God created the heavens and the earth for us to enjoy with our eyes and our hands and our feet to walk to and fro on this planet. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sphere that He created with wonder and amazement. And let's just enjoy it. That's my message for 2026 to anybody that's thinking about checking out of here. Just think yours truly, Jerry is at the movies. Love you. Let's go to the movies. Let's freaking watch TV and forget it, man. And anybody that don't love you, to hell with them. To hell with them, because you're not the problem, they're the problem. And that's it for today. It's Jerry, and Jerry is at the movies. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Everyone, all of any religion, anything that you're doing, just know that Jerry loves you. And Jerry's going to be back with new things popping, new things going down. And you know my slogan. So what are you watching?